Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers' victory yesterday, in the night, 116 to 104 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. With this victory, the Lakers got his 34 victory of the season. Now they are rose one position. They are in this moment in the ninth place, and they start very great the week. To be honest, this was a very surprise for me because before the game that was played yesterday, the Oklahoma City Thunder were leading the conference, but with this loss, they fell to a second to the second place. But the most important thing is that the Lakers played a very great basketball in both sides of the ball, in the defense and the offense, and they got this victory. And with this victory, the Lakers finished the season winning this series 3-1 and 3-1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And this is where, because Oklahoma City Thunder is one of the best team in this moment in the league, and this victory is great for the Lakers because, how I tell you, the Lakers, when they play a very great basketball, they have a very great night. They can defeat any team, but the problem is that the Lakers are a very inconsistent team because some game they can defeat the best team, and in the other night the Lakers could lose against the worst team like the Pistons or the Wizards. About this game can be divided in two sides. For example, in the first half is when the game was very defensive, and in the second half is when the game was very offense, where the Lakers got the best the best gap, and when they won the game. The Lakers in the beginning of the game, they started a very bad the game because the Oklahoma City Thunder ran a 34 in the beginning of the game, and to be honest, in that moment I say, oh my god, the Lakers are gonna to lose this game, and they are gonna to lose this game a very miserable way, and I thought that the Thunder were gonna to win this game by 20 or 30 points different, but not. After that, the Lakers reduced the gap, took the lead of the game, and in the first quarter, the game finished tight, 25-25, and in the second quarter is where the Lakers took the lead of the game, and they held it all the game, and they won it. In the second quarter, the Lakers played better basketball, especially in defense, where they just allow 18 points to the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the best offenses in the league, and the Lakers scored 27 points, and the Lakers were leading by 9 point difference, 52-43 in the halftime, and the big difference was in the third quarter, where the Lakers in this quarter won the game because they play a very great offense. How I told you, in the first half, both teams, especially the Lakers, played a tremendous defense, and the second half, both offense, especially the Lakers, play a very great offense. Where in the third quarter it was the big difference, where the Lakers play his best basketball of the night, especially in the offensive side, where they scored 37 points and they just allowed 29 points. They won that quarter by 8 point difference, and the Lakers in that moment they increased the leading to a 70 point difference, and the Lakers were leading 89 to 72 in the end of the third quarter. And in that moment the game was over because in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, the Lakers increased the lead to a more than 24 difference, and in that moment the game was over. The rest of the game, the game was defined, and both teams put a bench player to play in the game, and the Lakers in the end won the game 116 to 104. About the overall statistics, the Lakers threw for a 51.3 percentage for field goal, and the Lakers allowed just that the Oklahoma City Thunder threw for a 39.5 percentage for field goal. This was amazing game in the defense for the Lakers, and it was tremendous for the Lakers. The Lakers scored 16 triples and they allowed 15 triples. And about the paint, the Lakers won the paint by 12 point difference, 48-36. And about individual statistics, the best player was D'Angelo Russell, that he played a tremendous basketball game where he scored 26 points. Something that the people, and especially me, the fans, we are very angry with Darvin Ham, the Lakers head coach, because in the last minute of the last game against the Denver Nuggets, the last Saturday, in the most important moments of the game, in the close time, the Darvin Ham decided to sit down the D'Angelo Russell and put to play Cameron Reddish, and this affected the team because in the last 4 minutes, how I told you in the last video, the Lakers just scored 4 points. They allowed 60 points, and in that period, and the Lakers lost that game. So in that game, the D'Angelo Russell played 34 minutes. He played a tremendous game, and he scored 26 points and was the best player of the game. And Anthony Davis that made another double with 50 points and 12 assists. LeBron James that didn't have a very great night. He just scored 19 points, but he made another double where he made 11 rebounds. And Austin Reeves with 60 points and Taurean Prince with 14 points. So, what's next? The Lakers will play tomorrow against the Sacramento Kings. This game will be played again in the LA in the Crypto.com arena and 22:30 Eastern time. Yesterday, the Sacramento Kings lost in home 109-113, and this was a great news for the Lakers because in this moment, the Sacramento Kings have the same victory that the Lakers. The only problem is that the Lakers have played 3 more games and the Lakers have 3 more losses. In this moment, the Lakers have that record at 34-29. They are in the 9th place in the Western Conference, and they are in the playing zone. You can see here that this is a very great, this is a very competitive tower conference, because you can see that the Lakers have the same victory that the Kings, the Mavericks, and the Lakers, and they are 1 game behind the Suns that are in the 6th place, and and the Pelicans 2 games behind the Pelicans. They are in the 5th place. So this is a must win, because if the Lakers win, they can escalate until the 7th or 6th position. So how is the series? Unfortunately, the Lakers have played 2 games against the Kings, and the Lakers have lost the 2 games against the Kings. The first one was very close, where the Lakers lost that game by 5-point difference in overtime, and the second time there was a blowout where the Kings took the lead since the first quarter, and they held it and they won that game by 50-point difference. So in this time is different. I think that because the Lakers will play in home, and they are playing a very great basketball. They have a record of 7-3 in the last 10 games. And the Kings have a record of 5-5 in the last 10 games. So I think this will be a very close game, but because the Lakers will play in home, the Lakers will win this game by 1 or 3 point difference, and maybe this game will be defined in overtime. And I think that with this victory, the Lakers will escalate minimum to the 7th place. So how I told you in the last video, the Lakers need to keep winning, because how I told you, all the teams, the 10 teams that will qualify to the playoffs in the Western Conference are defined, because you can see here that the Jazz and the Rockers are 6 games behind the 10th place. So it's very impossible that these 2 teams qualify. So the most important here is that the Lakers need to avoid the play-in tournament, and then they need to minimum finish in the 6th place, because this year the play-in will be taller than the last year, and maybe the Lakers could be eliminated, and that's wrong. So here's what my opinion about an analysis about what happened yesterday, where the Lakers did a surprise, defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 116-104. They got the 34th victory of the season, and they escalated 1 position to the 9th place. See you next video. Gibran.